Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Tiabu and I am here for even more treasure hunting. This time we are here for Yesterday wo Utatte, or Sing Yesterday to Me, which makes me think that this might be Beatles related somehow. And apparently one of the characters has a raven or a blackbird. Maybe. Or maybe not. I might be totally wrong. This is a show coming out of Dogakobo of all places, and is a seinen romance drama coming out of Dogakobo. Not words that I would normally associate with that studio, but I'm sure they can pull it off. It is being directed by one Yoshiyuki Fujiwara, who has directed a number of things. The only one of which I'm actually kind of familiar with would be New Game. Otherwise, not terribly familiar with this director. So don't have much of an opinion going in, don't recognize the mangaka who originally wrote the original manga that this is based off of, but I have some interesting expectations. Maybe this will be really interesting. Also, the fact that people have been like, "Hey, you're treasure hunting. Whereas yesterday, come on, come on, come on, come on," and been really insistent about this one going up, makes me think that this might be up my alley, my cup of tea, that sort of dealio. But we'll have to jump into the episode to actually find out, so let's do that. I've got episode 1 of Yesterday wo Utatte up and ready to go. It's sitting at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you would like to do a syncy thing and sync up your own copy of this episode with the timer-based version up on YouTube, you're more than welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you now. All right, mess photos photography. Small apartment. Okay. Ah. Works at Combini. Hello, Ravens. Feeding them extra leftover bentos and stuff? Yeah. Raven with a lame leg. Hi. Yeah, sure. Also, who's that voice? Is that who I think it is? Yeah, it is. I think my roommate is vacuuming. Oh boy. Rikuo. So she just has a pet crow. That's pretty neat. I immediately really like this. The just the just the character introduction on the girl was kind of amazing. Ooh, okay. Breakup? And he's stuck in a rut. Is it a girl? Could it be? Nope, it's a friendo. Yo. Who's that voice? Ooh. He didn't try. Yeah, alright. Did you? Directionless. Alright. That's gorgeous. Commitment issues, just a little bit. That's what I think he's afraid of. Mm-hmm. So it never actually happened. It was just I see. Okay, okay, okay. But maybe had some ideas too high. A little bit. Nice try. Oh, never mind. She's down. Oh, never mind. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, where do you work? Okay. I really like her. I'm sure you do. Yeah, she has a pet crow. That's kind of weird. True enough. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, he didn't go. All right. Eh? Yeah. Explain yourself. Hmm. Still no ambition, eh? They can. Hmm. And dedicated and focused. Hmm. A little bit prickly there. Reminiscing about the old days. Oof. Why would you try to? Because she's reliable? Hmm. The photography that we saw. It only makes sense. Oh, okay, guess you're doing it. Yeah. It's gonna be a picture of the crow. Maybe. Ah, that's the one. Whoa. Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Their banter is really nice. I like it a lot. I like this dynamic a lot. Okay. How long have you been stalking me? Oh? Hmm. Oh boy. You're making this real weird, Haru. Cut it out, please. I think that's the intent. What? She her high school student? So she doesn't go to Tokyo U. A former student? Dropped out? She being bullied? Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, we're gonna get answers. Oh. So she left. Don't get the wrong idea. Keep that mask up. And let it go. Oh my god. Nope, I was talking to ya. I think she nailed it. I think she nailed it. You are horrifying. Yeah. Maybe a little too far. Aw. What did he drop? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I don't know, man. Are they though? Sure does. Ooh, got him. Nail on the head. Absolutely. But at least it's an excuse. Whoa. High on the phrase. Wow. Can't fail if there's no goal you're aiming for. Will she be here? There she is. Oh no, it's not her. It's the other one. Hello. Is she gonna confess to her here? Oh. Uh-oh. What? Yeah, that immediate hands behind the back. It's okay, bud. You're about to get rejected. Just do it. No, 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 no. Okay. Hey, at least, I mean, better late than never. Better late than never. Blah. All right, nice bike crash. Fuck. Welcome to your low point, bud. I She's got some punk vibes. Yo. I don't know about that, man. You took a step. People hate liars, but people like. I know. Those are real world objects, yeah. This is the. Huh. This is my second knockout episode of the season. Yeah. Ah. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the second knockout episode of the season. After, I think Tower of God, and it is completely different. And completely not what I would expect from Dokukobo. Wow. Wow. Just wow. We got some intricately, interestingly constructed characters. I like the visual aesthetic of the show. This is, I think, the third major show we've had this season with the sort of sketchy broken lines everywhere, and I think it works great here. It adds a bit of groundedness to this reality, which is important because we're meant to relate to this character and his world. It is the real world. Dead end job, hardly. He's a part timer at best. Feeds the crows, and that's all he's got. And he meets this girl, who is the start of the journey. She is a breath of something different, something that doesn't conform to the rules, something weird, something eccentric. And the detail put into this opening shot of her, the quick pan up, and then particularly the line of shadow that goes down the center of her face as she tilts her head and moves, is really stellar. Then we pop in, and it's almost as though she's in a pose. All right, let me check, just make sure that I'm not a total idiot. Yesterday, Haru is Yume Miyamoto. It was Rika Takarada. I thought so. All right, cool. And then the other one is the older woman is Hanakana. Cool. Cool. Very cool. Now he is who? Chikahiro Kobayashi. He's Legoshi. Of course he is. Yeah. Okay. I didn't actually pick up on that one, but I'll pretend that I did. Cool. Cool. All right. I really like the characters. I like the way the dialogue functions. It is snappy and witty and oscillates between light conversation and deeper conversation very fluidly and in a pretty wonderful way. The flow between scenes and sequences is pretty fucking excellent. And the way that sort of tension is built up over the course of scenes. Like we have name Haru shows up at the kombini, leaves the kombini, and we see the girl who we've already been flashback introduced to entering frame just for a moment, just for enough time that as this conversation continues on and we hear somebody start to enter the kombini, we have enough time to register that, oh shit, something's about to go down and we don't know how it's gonna go. That kind of little build up to tension is pretty wonderful. And then on top of that, we have the fact that she brings in the leftovers from their alumni reunion, which was a major topic of conversation for the first 6 minutes up to this point, where he had another friend of his from school being like, hey, you're coming to the alumni reunion, right? You'd better be there. The girl's going to be there. And we see from his perspective that that's iffy for him. It's an awkward thing in his past. He has these deep-seated regrets about essentially not having confessed to her. And to an extent, we could say like his life has been on standstill since that moment. But it's also kind of just an excuse for him to have his life on standstill because there are other reasons he's doing what he's doing. If he doesn't put himself out there, if he doesn't try, if he doesn't set a goal, then he can't fail. And that's it. That's it's simple. If he doesn't move, if he's not trying to go somewhere, he won't notice how slowly he's moving. Yeah, and during this conversation, we get that little moment inside his head where he goes, "Oh, just boring, useless conversation, worthless convo." Hmm. So he's torn. He's simultaneously, like, you could say he's in love with the idea of her, or it's just that there are these lingering feelings toward her that still exist within him that he's never managed to reconcile because they never had a chance. And so he can't move on past that until he tries or just gives up completely. And the easiest way to give up is to get rejected. But he had never done that, so he was locked in place. But he's torn because he's in love with her, or the idea of her, and then at the same time he sees himself as unworthy. She's got a real job and is on a path and has been focused in school and is doing the things, and he's just looking at himself like, I am nobody. I'm useless. Who the fuck am I? She's out of my league. And so he's just in this downward spiral of self-inflicted pain, essentially self-flagellating. And part of what we talk about with him being so humble is really self-deprecation, and it's beyond humility. It's self-flagellation. Interesting. All right, so we get essentially voluntold that we're going to take a picture for the CD case, and we keep popping into this raven. Every time she shows up, she just commands the camera, commands the scene, and enters on a pose a little bit. She's great. She's fucking great. And then she lies. Because she's a liar. And they're both liars. Birds of a feather, you could say. This actually makes me want to go back to this moment when she first appears. So she shows up, and we get all of these little moments of character animation on her, and character moments, like the little, that. And then we get a cut to her feet, to her legs, and she does this little goofy dancey thing. This. Hippity hoppity skippity jump. That's character. She's free. She's free. And, oh man, symbolic layer. Okay. She's got a lame bird with a broken leg. But with her, it flies around and has fun. He's a lame bird with a broken leg, stuck in one location, hasn't learned to spread his wings. She will teach him to spread his wings. Hey, it works. It functions. It does. I think it does. I think it's intentional, but I don't know. Yeah, she can be awful. And she's had an eye out for him for a long time. Seemingly since that moment when she saw him 5 years ago on that snowy day. She's remembered him. But hasn't approached him in all that time. But she says a line, and we get a visual of her, like, walking past him after we are introduced to this stuff. Yeah. What she says some stuff here. I knew... Okay, yeah. What was the line? You'd better thank me. Relationships are just illusions. I knew that. Yet that's how I spent 5 years? Walking past him and never reaching out. In sort of the same way that he never reached out to the girl that he was interested in. This could get dangerously love triangle-y. In the worst way. Like, he just got rejected by a girl from his past. Flat out, no hesitation rejection. We could see it in the way that she was... I mean, it's another sequence that's really well done in terms of how we're conveying character emotions in the moment. As he starts to sort of fumble over his words. But the whole thing with body language is excellent. The little fiddling with the scarf, the gunslinger fidgeting with the hand, the I've been meaning to say this for a while, the way his eyes are darting back and forth. I like you. And then immediately we get that cut of like, oh, Oh. And immediately a defensive body language position, but trying to hide it behind the back. Usually it functions in terms of visually conveying what's up. We go Dutch a bit, we go flat, 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 and I mean by like level, flat, 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 Dutch. Shit's wrong. And then she clasps her hands like this behind her back. Not even hand in hand, but arm and hand and wrist, which is even more defensive. And you'll see it in the front as well, like this. I do this a lot, actually, partly because it's just a comfortable way for me to sit. But yeah, immediately defensive body language. Yikes. We know this isn't good. And then he continues on, and then he starts to fumble over his words a little bit, and we just get that. With the hair covering the eyes. And then she goes from like, I know exactly what's coming to, oh God, I'm so secondhand sad for this moment. And at that point, they make eye contact and it gets even worse. And she hits him with, can we not stay friends? But this is what he expected, and so off he trots. Off he runs. Everything is fine. All is fine. No, it isn't. But okay. Stuck right where I've always been. People hate liars, but people like them. Nothing to hurt people to be hurt by. But also no connections. Mm. But they don't gain anything either. Want it to be light. Yeah, birds of a feather. And so we take the picture. Oh, I like this first episode. I like these characters. They feel real. I like the art style. I particularly like the overall shot composition, just all throughout. It's really good. And then the just knowledge of how to show characters in ways that conveys complicated emotions. It's excellent. And she is super likable. I relate to protagonist boy. I like his dynamic with his friend at work. I like his stuck in a rut current position because it means there's a lot of room for him to grow. And I really like Haru. She's neat. She's got darkness in her. And I think that's interesting. I wonder where it's from and how deep it goes. I'm less interested in the childhood friend character for now. I have a feeling what's going to happen with her is he, having been rejected, is going to give up, is going to start forming the beginnings of a relationship with Haru. And Sensei is going to go through that thing where like, oh, I always could have had him and I always knew it, but now that I can't have him, I want him. And she'll start gunning for him and we'll get real weird with it. This could get super dramatic. Or I could be totally wrong and we could be in for the most wholesome of stories. I don't know. Either way, I'm really excited by this first episode. I thought it was pretty fucking fantastic all the way through. I like the style. I like the way that it's structured. I like the way that it's shot. I like the way the characters look. I like the way the characters act because it feels right. Very nice. I am going to quickly go and check once again who the mangaka is, and check who's doing script and series composition. Really quickly. Oh, script and series composition are being done by the director, and also Jin Tanaka, which is a familiar sounding name. Screenplay for 3 episodes of some Precure stuff. Series composition for Yuru Camp, that's why he's familiar. Okay. Doesn't tell me a ton, but sure. Cool. And then Kei Tome, the original creator and original mangaka. There's nothing that I've seen of his, or read of his, so Damn. All right. Well, either way, I really liked this first episode. It is definitely not what I would normally expect from a Dogakobo show, but I thought it was really well done, and I am kind of excited to see more of it. This is the second big winner for the season. Nice. So, Mitiyabu, this is episode 1 of Yesterday wo Utatte. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next time when I watch something else. I don't know. Or next week when we watch some more Yesterday. See you there. Peace.